and pasta at Walmart.
At Trader Joe's, here's what's recalled. The house brands with listeria, Costco, Don Pancho street tacos, cilantro lime crema, and everything sauce are recalled. We have the use by dates on our website. You can trash or return the affected products. Including H-E-B, now under recall, H-E-B brand cilantro cotija salad dressing and poblano Caesar dressing.
Fettuccine Alfredo from Walmart, chicken salad from Trader Joe's, a Chipotle chicken bowl from Target. Just a fraction of the items being recalled because of the potential of listeria contamination.
The recalled products include salads, wraps, pasta bowls, burritos, enchiladas, and many other ready-made frozen and family meals. So the affected products were shipped to restaurants, grocery stores, schools, and institutions all across the country. The USDA says it will post a school distribution list on its website once that is available.
The updated recall includes prepared salads, burritos, and other foods sold at Costco, Trader Joe's, Target, Walmart, and Kroger. The meat used in those products was processed at a Durant, Oklahoma plant operated by Bruce Pack.
Recalled tonight in California after health officials detected bird flu in a sample sold in stores. It comes from Raw Farms LLC of Fresno in quarts and half gallons with a best by date of November 27th. Raw Farm says its own tests were negative. 29 confirmed human bird flu cases in California, all with direct contact to infected cows, except for a child. None are linked to raw milk. Officials have long warned that raw milk can pose serious health risks because it can carry dangerous germs such as E. coli, salmonella, and listeria.
Product off the shelves right now. The California Department of Public Health says the bird flu virus was detected in a retail sample sold in Santa Clara County in Northern California. Health officials there have conducted routine sampling of raw milk products as a second line of defense for consumers because raw milk is not pasteurized. State health officials have long warned that consuming raw milk comes with a higher risk of foodborne illness. Outbreaks of salmonella, E. coli, and listeria have at some point been related to raw milk. The product in question is made by a Fresno County-based company called Raw Farm. It has issued this recall.
Hope you aren't too attached to your neighborhood Walgreens. It's days.
From avocados to automobiles to everyday tools, you could end up having sticker shock.
Our prices would go up. We would be paying more for every object that came from China, Mexico, Canada. Therefore, we'd have to put that on to the customer.
Debbie Kavorius owns New York City-based Columbus Hardware, which has been around for decades. Almost everything in her store is imported.
This is our hardware section. 95% of this comes from China.
And what about Canada and Mexico? What about some of those?
Some of these bulbs come from Mexico, but a lot of them come from China. But a lot of the cleaning supplies come from Mexico. That would affect your everyday customer.
The three countries targeted are America's three largest trading partners. Last year altogether, they accounted for $1.3 trillion in imported goods.
So as we go into Friday and Saturday,
it all sounds straight out of a science fiction movie, but these unidentified airborne objects are taken very seriously by the Pentagon and the intelligence community. And this morning, their new report revealing that these sightings are on the rise.
Navy pilots have seen them.
My gosh. They're all going against the wind. The wind's 120 knots to the west.
More than 1,600 unidentified flying objects have been reviewed by the government's Anomaly Resolution Office, or ARROW, over the years. 98% of them eventually found to be debris, drones, or even large birds. But new numbers this morning from May of 2023 to June of 2024 show 757 new sightings, with 21 of them that cannot be explained.
criminal defense attorney and former prosecutor Bernardo Villalona is joining us now to break it all down. Bernardo, always good to see you, especially on a weekend. Let's start with the latest on Sean Diddy Combs. This is yet another attempt to get out of jail on bail, sex trafficking case. The presiding judge says he will make this decision on Diddy's bail request in the coming days. Combs has already been denied bail twice. What is the court potentially considering in this particular request?
Yeah, so I was inside of the courtroom yesterday, and I was also inside of the courtroom when he made the second bail request, attempt at bail. So in terms of yesterday, I think things went in his favor. I think there's a strong chance that he actually will be granted to be released on bail. In terms of what the judge was looking at, the judge was looking, of course, as the dangerousness factors and also whether he's a risk of flight. But the bail package was different this time. The bail package consisted, of course, of the $50 million bond, but also 24-hour security and for Sean Combs to actually reside in New York City, where he'll be in an apartment in the Upper East Side, where there'll be 24-hour security by this firm that is hired by Sean Combs. Also, in addition to that, that the people will have to be, that will visit him will have to be approved by the U.S. Attorney's Office and also pretrial services. But what made this attempt different is that, remember, the CEO of Abercrombie and Fitch, that he was granted bail and he has similar charges as to Sean Combs, and he was granted bail and has been released. So I think he has a better chance this time around with him being released under the services that was proposed by the defense.
Interesting. We'll see what happens there. Illinois State Supreme Court overturned Jussie Smollett's conviction. His lawyer reacting by saying the evidence always pointed to Smollett's innocence in this case. What are the next steps? And could Smollett actually have grounds for a civil suit against the city of Chicago, where this all took place?
So interestingly enough, the appeals court in Illinois, the highest court of Illinois, didn't actually address his innocence, didn't actually address the verdict itself or the evidence that was presented. What the Illinois Supreme Court said is that he shouldn't have been prosecuted a second time because they had already an agreement had been in place, and an agreement that was carried out by both sides, the prosecution as well as Jussie Smollett. And he relied on that agreement in terms of the $10,000 that he forfeited and also the 15 hours of community service that he performed, so that the criminal justice system will come to a standstill if agreements by the prosecution cannot be relied upon.
Lastly, I want to talk about actor Jonathan Majors and his ex-girlfriend putting an end to their civil legal battle. We all remember the incident that was at the center of this trial, where his ex allegedly said that Majors broke her finger while trying to pry a phone out of her hand. Neither party said why or how they came to a settlement here. What do you think happened?
I think there must have been a settlement that we don't know about, a settlement that was agreed upon, and both sides formally just asked the case to be withdrawn from civil court. So this is the end to it.
Simple as that. Sometimes it can be as simple as that. All right, Bernard, thanks so much for taking the time and going through those cases with us. Really do appreciate it. Criminal defense attorney and former prosecutor Bernard